local officials are warning that it could take close to a year to fully repair this pipe. So I'd like to welcome in Potomac Riverkeeper Dean Naujoks. Dean, thank you so much for giving us some of your time. You are right there along the river. Kind of describe what it looks like. How bad is the situation right now?
Well, obviously, one of the largest sewage spills in U.S. history, dumped 243 million gallons plus of raw sewage in the Potomac River. So things are not great for the river. This is behind me, the C&O Canal, where they have temporarily diverted all this raw sewage, about 40 to 60 million gallons a day, into the C&O Canal to bypass the broken interceptor pipe, and then diverting it back into the pipe about a half mile down. And so this is all raw sewage that's discharging, into the C&O Canal, this 200-year-old canal. Thank God it was here, or all of this sewage would still be going in the Potomac River.
All right, so I was just about to ask you, are we actually looking live at raw sewage that is pouring out? You just said the answer to that is yes. I have to assume, Dean, I'm not trying to be crass here, but I can't imagine it smells very good where you are.
Yeah, it's terrible. It smells, and you can see everything that you would see in raw sewage, toilet paper and stuff that's floating down this canal, which these are usually dry. The canal hasn't been used for over 100 years, but now it's filled with, hundreds of millions of gallons of sewage. And, obviously, we're more concerned about the impacts of the Potomac River and communities downriver that have been harmed by this spill.
Yes, so I want to talk about that, Dean, because residents are being told that this is not affecting drinking water, but should people still be wary? And what are the potential health effects here?
Well, the drinking water pipes are upriver, thank God. But, we've been doing ongoing testing here, monitoring with the University of Maryland as well. Our E. coli levels have shown, very high levels. But more importantly, E. coli is just kind of an indicator of other pathogens or bacteria. And University of Maryland has found MRSA, Staph aureus at the site, the spill site, as well as downriver, Staph aureus. And while those numbers are improving, because a lot of this sewage has largely been contained in the C&O Canal, DC Water has acknowledged that there are ongoing releases. On Super Bowl Sunday, there was another 600,000 gallons that was dumped into the Potomac River. So we're far from over. And, obviously, we're not going to be happy until this is all contained back in the interceptor pipe.
Absolutely. So we're seeing this back and forth between the president and Maryland's governor. You are a riverkeeper, Dean, doing very important work right now. I just want to make sure to emphasize that. So I'm not asking you to get political, but can you give us more insight into where the responsibility lies here?
Well, we've been calling all along for the Environmental Protection Agency to step up and do its job. I've been very disappointed that the Environmental Protection Agency has not been holding DC Water accountable. So if that comes of all this, then we're grateful. But I still feel that Maryland has a very important role to play. It's important for the public to realize that the Potomac River is a Maryland river above DC and below DC. And so there's a lot of communities downriver that have been impacted by this. Watermen, a lot of others, beach communities downriver. So, we want accountability. We want to make sure that whatever happens moving forward not only fixes the sewage problem and the pipes here, but also investments are made in restoring the public's faith and confidence to come back to the river. And that's going to take time. This has been a huge black eye on the Potomac River. It's just really sad to see.
Yeah, and we know that there are so many communities all across the country that are dealing with major infrastructure problems. This is a topic that came up, Dean, during yesterday's White House press briefing. I just want to listen to a part of that.
There are a lot of events coming up for America 250. The president wants people from all over to come to the nation's capital. Is he worried that by the summer, the Potomac River will still smell like poop?
He is worried about that, which is why the federal government wants to fix it, and we hope that the local authorities will cooperate with us in doing so.
All right, Dean, so, we heard them kind of chuckling there, but this is a real problem. It is a real smell. Again, that is raw sewage that is dumping out right behind you. So we do applaud you, Dean, for doing this interview from there.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.